Hey viewers, welcome to VL Astrology. Once again, I'm Vanitha and I'm a Vedic astrologer, and today I'm going to be discussing week 17 of the year 2025. This is from the 21st till the 27th of April, and we have a lot many things which are going to be happening, a lot many events which are going to be happening this week. So stay tuned. And this is based on moons ingress in a particular zone. And how is it going to be forming a connection with other grahas? So moon becomes the most important planet for that reason. When we have a cycle of moon, which is for 27 days, we get to know what exactly did we do, and we get that kind of the last sign when moon enters to know what exactly we did, what mistakes we committed, and how we can actually improvise and do better in the upcoming cycle. Similarly, we have a new moon also in Bharani this week. And we have Rahu Ketu axis also getting predominant. That means all the grahas will be in Rahu Ketu axis, which is so-called Kaal Sarpa. As Dr. Rao doesn't use Kaal Sarpa a term, so that's why we are not supposed to. So, but people don't understand unless they use this term. So that's why it is actually Rahu Ketu axis when all the planets are engripped in. Moon will be time to time breaking this, but from April till the July month, this Kaal Sarpa is going to be active. Venus is going to be hemmed between Neptune and Saturn, is going to be at war with Shani, and is going to be also closely conjunct with Rahu also this week. And we have the main thing that we have to check is moon stays in a particular zone for 54 hours and 6 hours in a particular Navmansha. So it's a very, very important transit when moon is interacting with other grahas. It's going to be transiting through Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, and Aries this week. And it's going to be forming a connection with Surya towards the end. That is a new moon in Bharani in Aries sign. So stay tuned. I will be sharing with you what exactly is this week getting us at. And these are all generic predictions. I try to put in the best so that you get all the readings, as if it's a specific chart reading. So if you really want to understand what exactly is your chart, how to, move on in life, what is the spiritual path, what is the karmic path of life, you must book a reading, personalized reading for yourself. And you can just visit our website, vlastrology.com, and you will get all the details there. And then you can just drop an email to us, and my team will definitely respond back and align with you the reading with me. Okay, I only take the readings actually. So let's start with the screen share. And this is what the serpent's shadow trapped between the nodes. All the grahas are going to be trapped between the nodes, as you can see. And that is because all the grahas are going to be in the Rahu Ketu axis, and that is called the Kaal Sarpa. So first of all, we have to check what are the events which are going to be taking place this week. And first of all, Venus is going to be at war with Saturn on the 24th to the 28th of April. Then it's going to be tightly conjunct with Rahu on the 22nd, 23rd, 24th. That is the first aspect actually. And then Rahu, Saturn, Venus are going to be in Cancer and Navmansha also. And then Venus is going to be hemmed between Neptune and Saturn on the 25th April till the 3rd of May. And we have a new moon, or we can say Amavasya happening in the Bharani nakshatra. So these are the graha gochar which are going to be taking place. And moon is going to be transiting through Capricorn on the 21st, 22nd, 23rd to 24th. It is going to be in Aquarius, right, aspected by Mars. 25th to 26th, it's going to be in Pisces, conjunct Rahu, Venus, Saturn, and Mercury. And then we have on the 27th, Aries new moon also in Bharani nakshatra, which is happening on the 27th. So this is what is the week looking like. And to start with, I would like to share with you my insights on a couple of things that we are heading to. Kaal Sarpa, of course, I will be the cosmic tunnel that we all are going to be heading to. I will be making a separate video on that. So when Venus and Saturn are at war, we must know that this is the time when we have to be very calm and composed as regards to our relationship, our investments, finances also. It's going to be a tight conjunction with Rahu. So many events like, in the related to film industry, glam industry, and you will see that patriotism based movies will also increase with this kind of a conjunction. Then this is going to be hem between Saturn and Neptune. I've already done a video. Please do watch that when this is going to be very closely conjunct Saturn, as well as, in between. Hem between means it's in the Papa Kartari Yoga. Venus is going to be actually a Venus's female counterparts. Venus is glamorous industry, fashion industry. Venus represents our finances, our relationships also. So we have to be really cautious during this time period when Venus is hem between Neptune and Saturn. So we have to internalize, because this is a sign of Pisces, as it is the internalizing impact. And we do have Rahu Ketu axis also, all the grahas being there. So this is what, and then we have moon transiting through 25th to 26th, as I said, in Pisces. And lastly, in Aries, when we have the Bharani new moon. Bharani is a very, it's a beginning, new moon is a beginning of the lunar cycle, and it's a time for introspection any which ways. It is setting intentions, planting seeds for the future. This is a very subtle kind of an energy though, but yeah, it is about, how the baggage that you have been carrying, and you're going to be offloading, and then you're going to be starting a new cycle. And this is also a very good time for spiritual practices, honoring your ancestors and all. So that is why, people do, just like Pitru Paksha, where people do propitiate their ancestors, thank their ancestors. You should be doing that as well. And then we have Bharani nakshatra, which is going to be in Aries sign. And this is associated with Yama. And this is the Hindu god of death and transformation. So Bharani will be bringing in some endings, beginnings, facilitating necessary changes, and shedding old patterns, start something new, which is actually, going to be also considered to be a bearer, who's actually carrying all the burdens. So this is a very beautiful time to nurture each other and yourself also. In case you have any kind of passion, drive, you can just go ahead with it, and you can achieve your goals also with new moon in Bharani nakshatra. This is the time when you will have the tendency of having two different kinds of variations in your moods. So it is like, extreme behavior you will have. You have to have a balance between your emotions and your the extremity that you can go through. Connection to creativity and sexuality is also, because it is ruled by Venus, and it is in the fiery sign of Aries. So this is the time when people will be going in for transformation, rejuvenation, regeneration. Something like old structures that are no longer serving their purpose may face endings to pave the way for new developments also. So there is a pioneering energy. Maybe there will be some new, the authorities might make some new changes or new reforms. And also maybe, there can be some kind of conflict or impulsivity that we can experience also during this time. It's about creative and cultural renaissance that is going to take place. So artistic expression definitely is going to surge, and cultural innovation, renewed appreciation for beauty, arts, drama worldwide will definitely be also on surge. In case you have any kind of projects or something which is just lying pending, you're feeling that nothing is working. So after sometimes, when we feel that we feel very uneasy, it's during the new moons and the full moons and the eclipses time, you do feel, if at all you have a weaker moon, you will know yourself. You feel quite uneasy. You feel very drained. You feel tired. So this means that you have some emotional baggage that you have to offload. Or maybe, this is a time when you must actually propitiate your ancestors, thank them. And if possible, go and get the Rudra Abhishekam done, or just be self-introspective during this time and stay calmer. There can be some emotional landscape that can happen, emotions can surface, and you might just in impulse or anger, make some wrong decisions, which you might just be feeling uncomfortable, or you might just be regretting later. So this is not the time when you should be just making impulsive decisions. Some definitely breakthroughs will be there in the fields of innovation or creativity with this Bharani transit and Bharani new moon, and also spiritual growth. And you need to be patient also, you don't have to be, you have to be calm, I would say, because it's a very dynamic as well as very transformative period and new beginnings driven by courage, passion, and awareness. You must be aware of what you really want to do if you want to embrace this position, this time period, with definitely, with a change. So it will definitely be very positive for you. So the universe is saying, burn it down, birth something better, but maybe count to 10 first. Okay. So this is what is this new moon going to be heading to, igniting the new and Aries new moon in Bharani. Okay. So just wanted to share with you my insights on the new moon, because people do want to hear about the new moon energies, because I have seen people who have a weaker moon, they experience these energies even more. Okay, so let me share the screen. So the readings are going to be as per. Okay, also I wanted to share with you that there are 3 nakshatras each when moon is going to be transiting the signs Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, and Aries. But in Aries, only one nakshatra will be covering. So when we talk about the nakshatras in Capricorn, it is Uttarashadha nakshatra, which is ruled by Sun, and is going to be the time when you will be really responsible, and there will be desire for recognition. Also, Shravana nakshatra, which is ruled by Moon. The nakshatra is associated with listening, learning, and connecting with others. Dhanishta nakshatra. And this is also the time when you will be having some drive to communicate material desires, accomplishments. Then moon will be in Aquarius sign, where we have Dhanishta, Shatabisha, and Purva Bhadra. This is also a very beautiful time period if you want to focus on the new beginnings. This is the time when you can be healing, introspecting, and you're breaking free from limitations. And Purva Bhadra is ruled by Jupiter, so this is also a mix of wisdom, philosophical thinking, and a fiery nature. Moon in Pisces, Purva Bhadra, Uttar Bhadra, and Revati nakshatra, so blend of wisdom, intensity, and this is the time when you will be this nakshatra will be bringing about maturity, stability, deep understanding. All that will happen, of course. And then the sense of completion is in Revati, and then moon goes into the Khandanta zone. And Ashwini nakshatra ruled by Ketu, strong sense of initiative, and Bharani is associated with transformation, courage, and the ability to endure. So these are the nakshatras moon will be transiting through. So coming to the first one, that is, so we have to do this, check the transits through ascendant, moon sign, and also the dasha sign wise. Okay. So dasha sign is when you have a particular lagna or moon in a particular zone. Irrespective of that, you have to make your dasha sign your lagna. Suppose you are running through the dasha of Mars. Mars is in Virgo. Make Virgo your ascendant or the first house, and then see how your natal chart is. Put the positions of the planets there, and then you superimpose the transit positions on that particular horoscope. Okay. So let's start with the Aries readings. I take time to explain first, because this is the most important part. So I have seen, people, and I'm really glad that people, astrologers, they don't commit mistakes after watching all these videos. I'm really grateful to the divine, because you know what, they don't even know that this is what is happening. Most of the astrologers, this is not me doing it, me saying it. It's coming from my own clients. They say this, and I'm not boasting or something. I'm just telling you that being an astrologer, you have to be very serious, and you must know what exactly are the transit positions in the sky correctly, and the dates. So when the astrologers are learning what exactly is VL astrology doing, so I have observed that things are getting better for them also, when they hear. So in the beginning part, what I say, they improvise and they just bake it and present it. So my language is completely raw and straight, and no script, and just straightforward. Whatever I see, I say. And what is my experience saying, I'm just saying from that. So it's good, you as my client, especially, and my audience, you must actually, appreciate other channels also who are actually paying attention to the dates, have started to pay attention to the dates I've seen, and of course, the transit position. So I'm really glad. So let's start with the Aries readings. So I'll write it again because I was talking about something very, very naive, I think. But yeah. So for Aries natives, Moon is going to be transiting your 10th, 11th, 12th, and first houses this week. So when Moon is in the 10th house, you connect with VIPs, your co-workers, your people at the place of work. You'll be connecting and you'll be very spontaneous in your progress. Workload might be too much that day. That is on the 21st, 22nd, and is going to be opposite Mars. So it's forming a niche bhanga also for the time being, or the babies born during this time, is going to be aspected by Jupiter and Ketu also. So this is very positive time if you want to travel to some pilgrimage, or you want to go and meet your friends, or you want to not friends, but people who are going to be uplifting you. So discussing certain things, that is also like going to a pilgrimage, when you learn something. So it's going to be giving you some relief on this day, when your tasks are complete and the status is improving, you feel, oh, I accomplished something. So that is something which is going to be when Moon is in your 10th house, and it is good for your general health also. You'll feel quite active during this time. Then Moon moves into your 11th house, and that's happening on the 23rd, 24th, is going to be aspected by Mars also in the 11th house. So 11th house is about monetary gains. You will be feeling quite helpful to others. You will get the kind of help you're expecting from others, and this is the time when you will be having some support from your bosses and seniors also this day. So maybe you will be meeting those kinds of people who are going to be helpful, and new society community, you will be moving around, or maybe there's a party that is going on and you meet someone special on this day. The mental worry may be because of your maternal relatives during this time. So you need to be careful about that. Maybe, somebody who had to give you some money back and they don't, then you feel a little uncomfortable because of that. But overall, it's a good time period when Moon is in your 11th house, and it is going to be very good for investments also. If you want to go in for investments, expenditures have been going up because of your Mercury in your 11th house, and Venus also, 12th house, and Venus also in your 12th. So some losses you have been incurring in those areas, but it's going to be getting better once Mercury leaves the zone, and then Venus one by one, they are going to be leaving the zone. So on the 25th to the 26th, Moon is going to be conjunct Rahu, Saturn, Venus, Mercury in the 12th house of yours. So 12th house is a little disturbing house. Maybe, somebody's not well, you're catering to, or you're attending to, or some unwanted or expenditure might come up. And expenditure through women can come up also. No timely food, meals, money is spent in a way which you never planned it, and due to your short temper, you might just pick up on someone, and there is some enmity which comes up. Even mind will become little dull on this day, or lazy. So don't get into that zone of laziness, jealousy. All these are not good. And obviously, you must take good care of your health during this time also. Eat right, because when Moon is in the 12th house, you tend to eat less. But it can be that you're going to be traveling somewhere, or some foreign travels are also on cards, or you're just planning everything, or you're traveling on this day. And Moon is definitely going to be in a better position when Moon is in the first house, but there's a new moon happening in your first house. So you need to work on your health, on your well-being, and your mental setup. But it is a very good time for new beginnings. Do not lose temper on this day. Don't lose cool on this day. You can be temperamental, mood swings can be there, but this is going to be bringing about some luster on your face, on your body. You're going to be working on, and good for progeny. If you want to say something to someone, communicate something, your mind, you can do it. Maybe you want to ask for promotion from your boss, so you need to really put that forward. So that kind of thing is going to be there also. wanted to explain what is Kaal Sarpa also. See, if I just change this one. Okay, so this is firstly, like this is what is for the Aries natives, that it is going to be transiting through these places. So if you want to start something new, you want to offload your baggage, etc., or you want to go in for any kind of surgical process also, so you can be doing that during this week. And also, this is also leading to some sexual pleasures, purchase of jewelry, ornaments, etc. also. Okay, so it's a good time period when Venus and Saturn are going to be closely conjunct. So maybe there are some important changes which are going to be made regards to your finances and relationship. You might just be vocal about your relationship, whether you want to be in this relationship or not. If at all there is any ex-partner coming into your life, or there's a break which can happen in your relationship, it might just be bringing about a new partner also in your life after that breakup. So be prepared for that also. Okay. Now, I wanted to tell you what is this Kaal Sarpa, how is it forming? Because people will be wondering. See, I don't use this term. It's just that people use it. So that's why, otherwise I call it Rahu Ketu axis, when all the grahas will be. Now, you people will be wondering how come the Rahu Ketu axis is getting active. See, on the 26th, it gets active, and Venus and Moon, they all leave. See, can you see 26th? All the grahas are in Rahu Ketu axis. See, if you can see, all the grahas are here. Okay, so this is the Rahu Ketu axis. Rahu Ketu axis. Okay, when all the grahas, now Rahu moves backwards, correct? Rahu's moving backwards and all the other grahas are moving forward. Just that Moon once transits out of this zone of Ketu and comes to Libra sign, then there is a break every time. When it is coming out of the Rahu Ketu axis, this is a Kaal Sarpa break. But with Moon, actually, the nodes are of Moon only. So this Kaal Sarpa actually, that doesn't really work so much, on Moon's being out of this. So it is like a coiling of, it's somebody who, a person who is actually, coiled. It's like a coiling impact. So you will feel quite blocked during this time. So the best is to worship Lord Shiva, or if you can do for the elderly people, you will feel better with this Kaal Sarpa. Okay. So I just wanted to share with you this so that you know why I'm talking about the Rahu Ketu axis. People don't understand that, until unless I show it to them, because everybody is saying that how come Kaal Sarpa is getting active with Rahu. Rahu moves backwards, no? So that's the reason. Coming to the next one, that is Taurus. So for Taurus natives, sorry. For Taurus natives, Moon is going to be transiting your 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th houses, 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th houses. So when Moon is in your 9th house, this is a very good time for travelers to look at the picture in a very different perspective. That's happening on the 21st, 22nd, when Moon is in your 9th house. So this is the time when you have to make any decisions, learn something, upskill yourself, join a course. You will feel quite confident. You will learn more. This is also going to be giving you some kind of accolades or appreciation at the place of work. Also, you will feel much better, in whatever you're doing. You will feel comfortable eating good food, dressing up well, meeting people. You'll be engaging yourself in the spiritual pursuits also during this time. It's the 9th house after all. So maybe you have to do some homam or some kind of ritual at home, so you can do it, or you want to go to visit a place of worship, you can do that as well. So this is what is going to be in the 9th house. Now Moon is going to be in your 10th house on the 23rd, 24th in Aquarius. It's going to be aspected by Mars here also. In the 9th house also, Mars was right there. So there was a niche bhanga, but here in the 10th house, Mars is looking here. So workload is definitely going to be growing exponentially. You're going to be really working very hard. This is a very good time for making spontaneous decisions. You should not be, just thinking that, I'm doing so much, the other person is not. Just don't compare. You do your thing. It's really very positive for you in case you make some important decisions during this time, regards to your goals, regards to your conversation with your seniors, with your bosses, with your co-workers. You definitely are on the right track. It will improve your appearance, in the limelight, how people are looking at you. So that is how you get it. See, name and fame, you don't get overnight. You get it with the passage of time. So when you're doing and doing and doing, good thing and good work, so definitely you will be coming in the eye of everyone, and people will be appreciating you. So that is the time when you will be having some kind of growth, and your prospects are going to get better. Okay, I'll tell you, mirrors, don't worry. So then moon is going to be because there are so many messages coming in, so it's quite distracting. I read it, I will try to incorporate it. So now with moon transiting through your 11th house, Mercury, Rahu, Saturn, they all are there. So this is definitely a very positive time for connecting with people. This is also a very good time period when you are going in for any kind of investments. In case you have to meet a potential partner, Venus is also there. Venus is your Lagnesh after all in the 11th house. So this is definitely very positive. The future prospects for growth are opening up now with Venus also which has gotten direct. So you will be feeling better. And Venus is your 6th lord also. From 6th, Venus has gotten direct to 6. So legal battles, in case you are in a legal battle, so you will feel much better, and the verdict might just come in your favor. As far as your 7th lord relationship is concerned, marriage is concerned, Mars is looking at your 6th house. And also there is a new moon which is happening right opposite Libra sign in the Aries sign. And Mars is looking here in your Libra sign. Also, this is the time when you must be careful, and Mars is debilitated. Your 7th lord is debilitated. So there is a lot of chaos which is happening in relationship. You're feeling quite blocked there. As it is, Rahu Ketu energy is also going to be there. And these zodiac signs, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, and Capricorn will be out of this axis. So this is going to be a little difficult time period for relationship. As far as reconciliation is concerned, Venus is Bali, Venus is strong, so it will be in your favor. But reconciliation or not, that is something which is going to be as per your personal chart. We cannot say how your planets are. If your 6th house is afflicted, it is break in agreement, remember. So you have to see whether there is a strength in your 6th house or not. Now, going further on, moon is going to be good for you for associations, new people, meeting the bosses and seniors and discussing. Good for student natives in case they have to go in for any kind of learning education plan or anything to do with their future university joining, etc. So they have to pick and choose some subjects, etc. So they can do it when moon is in your 11th house. Then moon moves into your 12th, and there is a new moon also in Bharani nakshatra. It's going to be in Ashwini and then in Bharani in your 12th house. 12th house is a little disturbing place, but this is going to be opening or paving way to the new world for you, because this is the time when you are going to be very self-introspective. It is going to be on the 27th when we have 27th, the whole day long is the new moon. So you need to be really careful about your mental setup. Eat right, because it can be that you don't get good food and you feel a little uncomfortable because of your health. So you need to take care of your health on this day. Maybe somebody is not in a good shape or is in the hospital, so you have to look after. Unwanted, unnecessary expenditures also happen when there is a moon in the 12th house, as it is. But this is definitely it's in the sign of Aries, it's in Bharani nakshatra. So this is about transformative energy. It is ruled by the god of death, Yam. So you have to surrender, you have to give up on something if you want something else. So it's a time for new beginnings. Don't be impulsive, be patient, because this new moon is going to demand that, that you need to be patient. So you need to have control and constant check on your emotions when moon is here in the 12th house. So 27, 28, 29th, I think it's going to be in your 12th. So you need to focus on how you can improvise and how you can just be self-introspective. Whenever moon is in the 12th house, you need to be more focused on your personal growth, spiritual, inner growth. Okay. And we do have this Rahu Ketu axis predominant. So you need to take care of your health, also about your work and life. You have to have a balance. You need to focus more on your home and family also. So just take care. You feel quite blocked during this time. It's a blocked chakra. I will be doing the video on this, separate video on this. It requires attention. And I'm a little tired also today, so I will not be able to do much. But so I need to rush now. Okay. I will just finish off the readings. So please don't ask the questions right now. In case I can, towards the end, I will try responding. Okay. I know I don't, because I get tired by the end of the readings. So coming to the next one, that is Gemini. So for Gemini, thank you, Mona Lisa. First of all, I must tell hello to everyone. Srinivasa, then Neil, thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for being here. And a big hello to everyone. So for Gemini natives, moon is going to be in the 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th houses. So when moon is in the 8th house, it is going to be from the 21st, 22nd. Now, 8th house transit is generally, it's considered to be a transformative energy. People tend to make wrong decisions during this time because moon is not happy in the 8th house. Moon debilitates there in the natural zodiac. So that is why Chandra Ashtama, it is not considered to be good. It is in the sign which is a very dark sign. And moon is, as it is, he derives his light from the sun. So when it goes into the 8th house, he's not able to make out what is happening around. So he feels very claustrophobic. So your mind goes haywire whenever moon is in the 8th house. So you do feel lost, you feel uneasy, you feel that there is a lot of health issues that you're going through, how you can improvise on things, how you feel remorse, regret, guilt, these kinds of feeling, jealousy. You feel, oh, I should have not done this. So that kind of a feeling happens when moon is in the 8th house. So if you have a very weak moon already in your chart, so this moon in the 8th house for Gemini natives would be bringing some kind of uneasiness to you. So you need to be very careful about your mood, about your behavior during this time. Some wrong decisions and wrong choices about money matters, about inheritance, etc. you can make and you will regret later. Then moon moves into your 9th house. And of course, in the 8th house, when moon was in, it also gives you a lot of sexual desires, it makes you sexually active. Moon is about the physical relationships also. So when moon is here, it definitely gives you the urge to have physical relationship. Then moon moves into your 9th house on the 23rd, 24th in Aquarius, and it's going to be aspected by Mars. So in the 9th house, definitely you will be experiencing those, as if it's a rejuvenation, because from the 8th house, now it is going to be in the 9th house. So you feel that, yes, I can do it. I have lots to do. So when you have obstacles, hurdles, how will you, once you come out, how will you react? You will say, thank you, God, isn't it? Thank you. So that is why the house of religion, house of spirituality, we say that 9th house, you learn, because after the obstacles and hurdles only, after the dark hole, you come out of it and that there's light. So 9th house that is why it is going to give you that light. It is going to be taking you closer to the divine, to the light. So when moon is in the 9th house, you do feel very energetic. You feel that, yes, you have learned so much. Now you will definitely be having that confidence. You will learn more, you will do things, and you will definitely upskill yourself also in the ninth house. Maybe there is some kind of ritual that you're going to be performing at home. You're visiting a spiritual or religious place. You're going to be very spiritually inclined. Then moon moves into, and this is good for the student natives if you have to go in for any higher studies, higher learning, you're going to be traveling. So it's a good time period. When moon moves into your 10th house on the 25th to the 26th, it is going to be with Mercury, Saturn in the 10th house. And this is the transit when you will experience some kind of positive energy. Whatever you started now, you're going to be ending, you're going to be finishing, and you're going to be wrapping it up. It's definitely a very satisfying day and a very productive days for you. 2 days are very productive for you. So you feel that, whatever efforts you made, now it is actually, the time when I can reap the results. It's that the fruition time. So you will feel very energetic and you'll feel very, positive about it. So good acts, charity, you're going to be meeting your bosses. Some meetings are there back to back. So you're going to be really doing some wonderful jobs during this time. So connecting with your co-workers, discussing your projects, your investments, maybe with your partner, you're going to be discussing something about the future plans, how we can expand the business and all that. So this is a positive time period for you. Then moon moves into your 11th house, where there is a new moon in Bharani nakshatra also. 11th house is the house of gains. So this is like going to be giving you some new direction in life. Whenever there is something which is, something which is going to start, something positive is going to start, you do feel those energies, yes, I must do this, I must do something which is going to be giving you that success. So your efforts are going to be paid off. So you will feel quite happy with the circle that you're moving around in. Maybe they're going to be supportive of you. People are going to be helping you out. If you have any stuck up energies, you're going to be getting that ray of light now, ray of hope. So community wise, you'll be connecting and, partying and, maybe you're going to be meeting your potential partner during this time. Ex-partner can also come back to your life. Be careful because Venus is with Rahu. It's going to be closely conjunct also this week. So it is definitely not that positive for the relationship to trigger. So the relationship, in fact. So you have to be really very alert. Maybe there is some hidden agenda that the partner brings in. So overall, it is a very positive time. After the 8th house transit, you will be growing. You will be getting the results in the positive manner. When the Rahu Ketu axis is predominant here, so you will definitely be in the limelight. You want to do things. You want to but you do feel blocked whenever there is a Rahu Ketu axis predominant. There's a Kaal Sarpa. It means that the planets are actually entrapped. So when they are trapped in this energy, so you do feel quite choked and quite suffocated. You want to fly, you want to grow, but there is a stagnant energy. But at the same time, it will be a stabilizing factor. You will get to know, you can learn more during this Kaal Sarpa. This is what is the positivity that we get from the Kaal Sarpa. We get to know about ourselves better. Okay. So this is the way it is looking this week. So have a good week ahead. Coming to the next one, that is Cancer. So for Cancer natives, this week moon is going to be transiting your 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th houses. So when moon is in the 7th house on the 21st to the 22nd, this is a very good time period to connect with others. Yeah, others as in you're going to be very emotional about your people, about your 7th house affairs. You will maybe learn more about the ancient sciences. You will be deriving the comforts from vehicles, money, resources, meeting the people who are going to be uplifting you, your partner, business partner, government related work, anything which is going to be other people apart from you, you're going to be connecting with. This is also a very positive time to get the support from your partner. And also Mars is in your Lagna, so it can be, it's forming a niche bhanga, so you can be very aggressive also to complete the task. So you're going to be on your toes, no, I have to do it. Now I have to finish this. I have to do this also. I have to do that also. So you're multitasking. But at the same time, you're going to be an achiever. You're going to be feeling quite satisfied by the end of the day, because you're going to be getting that kind of support and help that you are expecting from others. And this is also a very positive time to have some good foods, wear new clothes, meet people. Some meetings are lined up. So all that you can do. Maybe meeting your seniors and bosses also. Moon is going to be in your 8th house, in the 8th house in Aquarius on the 23rd, 24th, and is going to be aspected by Mars also. Now, this is a little precarious kind of a, placement of Moon, because Moon as it is an Akara Graha to Capricorn, to Aquarius, ruler Saturn. So when Moon is in the Kumbha, Moon is actually feeling a little uncomfortable here. You will have some regrets, remorse. You will feel that, oh, I wish I could have done that. I wish that greed also comes in, and lust comes in when Moon is in the Aquarius sign. But it is very good for research work. It is good for acquiring more knowledge. Kumbha is what? It is a picture which is very, very in-depth, in-depth knowledge. Kumbha has, the Aquarians have that. So when Moon goes there, so you're very emotional about your subject, about your learning, about your own thought process. You can have some mood swings which can lead to some complications in your relationship with your in-laws or with the people in and around you. So you have to be very careful and calm during these 2 days. Do not lose your temper, do not lose your cool, and don't be temperamental, and don't lose your cool, and also reconcile with people. It's better that you reconcile with your partner in your relationship and take care of your health also, because it's the 8th house affairs, which leads to some health issues, obstacles, hurdles, and health issues related to your lung region, or respiratory issues. So you have to take care. Then Moon moves into your 9th house on the 25th, 26th, and it's going to conjunct Rahu, Venus, Saturn, and Mercury here. So 9th house transit is definitely very good for after the obstacles, hurdles in the 8th house. Now you're going to be getting clarity. That is why it is the house of upskilling, and you upgrade yourself, your knowledge is enhanced, and it's a house of religion, because you thank God that, oh, thank God that I came out of this problem. Maybe there was an accident that you were about to meet and you come out of it. Mars is as it is in the Lagna, Ketu is in your 3rd house. So you need to be careful about your driving also. But at the same time, this is the time when you will feel that you are knowledgeable, you are growing, and you understand other people's pain also. This is the time when maybe there is some homam, or there is some religious activity or ceremony which is going to be taking place. This is going to be giving you confidence. This is good for your comforts, happiness, some pleasurable trips. Maybe you're going to be taking a vacation and you're going to be unwinding with your family also. So this is a very positive time period, and good for connecting with your friends also. Maybe you will be going for a picnic or some camping or something with your friends. Okay. Then lastly, Moon is going to be in your 10th house. Now here we have a new moon, which is Amavasya, also in the 10th house on the 27th. We have it in Bharani nakshatra. So 10th house is definitely very positive, and sun is exalted here as it is. So you are going to be making money out of money. You're going to be connecting with influential people. Now it's a time for new beginnings. Maybe there are some meetings lined up which are very important. So reschedule them for the 28th or 27th, 28th. That will be really successful. You'll be meeting the VIPs. You'll be meeting the government officials. You might just be learning some new languages, mantras, shastras, or maybe, this is also making you that knowledgeable person. So this is definitely a very positive time for completing your task, gaining that attention, and that kind of spontaneous accolades and success that you have attained, and people are recognizing and appreciating you, acknowledging you. So your bosses and seniors are definitely going to be by your side, and oh yeah, he deserves or she deserves a promotion. So that kind of a phase you'll be going through during this by the end of the week. So make the best use of this time period. See, I know even if it is a Sunday, sometimes what happens, there is a meeting, very important meeting that you're attending on a Sunday, and you really perform well. Nowadays, everybody is, on that mode where everybody has a laptop, and they're just working online also, and irrespective of a weekend or a holiday or whatever, people are working. So maybe you're working and there's a meeting, and it comes out to be, it turns out to be very, very successful. So that kind of a satisfaction you will be getting. Okay. And definitely it is going to be much better for a good week to start and to end with. Okay, so this is a transformative energy. If you want to start something new, if you want to change your perspective or change the way of working, so you can do it after the new moon gets over. Okay, coming to the next one, that is Leo. And I'll be doing a separate video on the Rahu Ketu axis, all the grahas in Rahu Ketu axis. It's very important. And Uttarashara transit of Saturn also, because Saturn is also going to be changing the nakshatra next week. Okay, so coming to the Leo sign. For Leo natives, moon is going to be in your 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th house. 6th house is the house of Roga Rena Ripu, means you might just feel little uneasy health-wise. This is also the time when you can have some focus on your health. Maybe, you know, health requires attention. It could be that you yourself are putting that effort, you're working out, you start a fitness regime, etc. Or maybe you are not well, or maybe you have some loans, litigations that you have to just, you know, get over with, or you get that kind of verdict on the 21st, 22nd, and then you feel a little uncomfortable because of that. 6th house transit of moon is not that bad, but you see, being the ruler of your 12th in the 6th, it might just bring about some health issues or some unnecessary wandering or spending of money, or maybe, you know, you're not comfortable with your uncles and aunts coming over. You feel a little uncomfortable because of that. You have a lot of workload to do and finish, and you're not feeling comfortable because of their presence. Also, this might just be bringing about some changes in your chemistry and bonding with your co-workers also, or with your house help, or with your pets. You know, you are going to be taking them to the veterinary doctor. So if they are not well, any kind of, you know, some kind of uneasiness it gives because you're just busy and focus is on health. It could be anyone's health. Okay. And this is a good time for liaising with people, you know, with the government officials, with the co-workers, etc. You want to discuss some future plannings about your business and about your work. So you're going to be discussing all of that also. Then moon moves into, and this is right opposite Mars. Also, there's a Neecha Bhanga also forming. So this is definitely very good for purchasing of property, etc. Then moon moves into your 7th house, and that's happening on the 23rd, 24th, and there is this Mars also looking here. So maybe, you know, the partner is pretty much aggressive during this time, so you're very emotional, or your partner has a mixed bag, you know, like mixed kind of a feeling. Maybe he or she can just explode one point in time, and then at the other point in time can be very emotional. Mars and Ketu are right in the you know, on the either side of your lagna. So you do feel very uneasy because of this, you know, this kind of energy, you know, which is just, it's a Papa Kartri after all. You know, the lagna is in Papa Kartri. When lagna is in Papa Kartri, you feel blocked, you feel choked, you feel you're not able to make decisions. Till the time Ketu is in your 2nd house, you will feel so. Thankfully, Mars is though Mars and Ketu will be in your 1st house, though I'm a little scared about that combination also. It's a very volatile kind of combination, and Leo is a fiery combination with Mars and Ketu also together. So we'll be doing that video, and we'll be guiding you through that, how you can come out of it also. You know, it can minimize the impact. But for sure, you feel quite suffocated during this time. You feel entangled, you know, in the pursuits that you are entrapped in. So you feel that there is something, you know, which you can't do about. And especially on the 23rd, 24th, you feel these energies even more. You want to derive, you know, you want to derive comfort out of things, but you're not getting that kind of, you know, that kind of an experience. You're not gaining that kind of an experience. So anyhow, it'll subside. Don't worry. Gradually, things will get better. You will be gaining knowledge. Gradually, you will learn from your own experience that I must be doing this, I must not be doing this. So eat right during this time. Maybe you're going to be taking your family out for dinner, or maybe there is some gain from the government also when moon is in the 7th house. gain from the foreign lands, because moon is your 12th lord after all, and is going to be transiting 8 places away from itself. So it's good if you are in the research oriented mindset. So if you get into the nitty gritty of everything, you will get the results in your favor. So do not do anything superficially, get into the details and depth of it, and you will get, because as it is, Aquarius is a picture, let me draw it. I know I'm very bad at drawing, but I'll try. See, Aquarius is a picture, which is deep, here. So this is the time when, you feel that, I'm so sorry, I don't know how to draw with this one. I don't know, like maybe with the hand I could, but a picture is always has in-depth knowledge. That is what it denotes. So whenever, that is why Leo people have very serious and very in-depth kind of very deep knowledgeable partners. So when we talk about this energy, moon is chanchal. Moon is not a composed planet, actually. Wherever moon sits, that area becomes very that is why he's a traveler. So he's always waxing and waning. Mood swings happen. So maybe your partner has those kinds of mood swings that day, so you need to have that kind of balance. Maybe take them out, or take your wife or your husband, respective husband and wife, depending on your liking. So you can just take them out for dinner, etc., and you will feel better. This can be the time when you will be buying some new ornaments, etc., if at all you are thinking of. So you can do it, but you have to take care of your partner's health. And this is also a very precarious time period, because your first house is M between two malefics. So this is not good for your partner's health, and there can be some litigation also, which your partner and you are entrapped in. But you will get that relief as soon as you get this Ketu also coming out of your second house. It is going to give you some relief, of course. Okay. Then moon is going to be in your 8th house, and there's Rahu, Venus, Saturn, Mercury in your 8th. So now 8th house is what, see here, 8th house is very, very heavily impacted, I would say, with so many grahas here. But it's a yoga. It's a very powerful yoga also forming here, because it's a 7th lord, 10th lord, 2nd lord, 4th second lord, and also your 11th lord, which is in the 8th house. So it is good for handling other people's money. It's good for joining a new job if you want to, any kind of new changes that you want to make in your life. When moon also goes there, it is going to be bringing about some connections with the foreigners or foreign land, maybe some job triggers in the foreign land. So it is definitely a very positive time period, because minus plus, it's the 8th house. Rahu and Saturn are minus grahas, so it is minus plus. So in case you have to make any decisions regards to your research paper, or you want to get into the depth and detail of everything and anything, so this is a good time. 8th house, you have to be a little careful about, you have to be patient, actually. You have to have patience, and you have to be composed. Do not at any cost make any decisions which require composure, and here you don't have it. So it's better that you just postpone it and then make the decision wisely when moon is in your 9th house. Always remember, after the hurdles we go through, or the obstacles that we go through, and we come out of them, so we just have to thank the divine, thank the cosmos for that. So when moon is going to be in your 9th house, you will, there's a new moon also here in Bharani, so you will have to thank the cosmos. You have to thank God that, oh, thanks that I came out of it. It was a close shave. I could have got stuck. So keep thanking him. So that is what, this 9th house energy is. You gain that wisdom, you gain that clarity. So it is also unwinding time now. You can take a vacation, you can take a break, okay, after the full moon, a new moon is over, okay. So that is going to be on the 27th. Okay, coming to the next one, that is Virgo. So for Virgo natives, moon is going to be transiting your 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th houses. So when moon is in the 5th house, it is about procreation, it is about creativity, it is about children, it's about your romantic partner. So this is the time when you want to just unwind, you want to just take things easy. You don't become lazy, but you're thinking about yourself. basically. So when you think about yourself, you're just connecting with the nature. You want to play games. You want to be a childlike. You want to connect with children. So this is the time you, on the 21st, 22nd, your children might require attention, or they might just require your time. So they need your time. So give them that time. They need your attention on a project which is going on, and they have to complete it. So you just help them out. Or maybe they need your, sometimes, children just need their parents around. That's it. So so it depends, how old are your kids, that is something which will depend on that. But it's good for the relationship, maybe some ex-partner, ex-relationship just getting triggered up now, the old flames coming back, or maybe, you're going to be very serious about the relationship that you're in right now. You might just be connecting with your friends. You might just be thinking about investments, how you can grow better. So all that is the focus, and it is good for your romantic and love and physical relationship also on the 21st, 22nd. It's the time that you can maybe, reconcile with your partner also. Moon in your 6th house happens on the 23rd, 24th, and it's going to be right opposite. Again, Mars is aspecting. So here, if at all there is any kind of litigation or anything which is about your health, any kind of health issues that you're going through, so this is the time it might just aggravate. Litigation, maybe there is a verdict and it is not in your favor, so you feel a little uneasy because of that. But also at the same time, when Moon is in the 6th house, it is the time when you learn about your mistakes. It's about how you reconcile with people, how you can, come out of the problem that you're in. Also, you will get those ideas as it is. Aquarius sign is there. So there are some things which are hidden and they come into limelight, and that teaches you a big time lesson. Mars is there, so be careful about it, that do not at any cost get into any kind of litigation. Do not get into any kind of legalities. It might just not be a good idea. As it is, lordship of Moon is the 11th house, and this is 11th from the 6th from the 6th house, which is the 11th house. So it is good for your health issues that you're going through, to get better. But at the same time, it is better if you take a small loan and keep it running if at all you are having any issues regards to your health or litigation. Signing of contracts, etc., will happen when Moon transits through your 7th house, and that's happening on the 5th, 26th, and it's going to be conjunct Rahu, Saturn, Mercury, Venus in the 7th house. So 7th house is the time period when you will connect with your partner. Partner becomes very demanding, or maybe is very talkative, and you want your peace of mind. You want to just you want your peace, and you just want to be in isolation and keep mum, and you're having too many things on your plate to cater to. So you're feeling very uneasy during this time because of that. There's lots to handle. But at the same time, you're going to be really very, very careful about your, travels. You're going to be making some good friends, or maybe some real good people will be, by your side when you need them. And it's a good time period for business, any kind of business. If you want to initiate, if you want to start any kind of travels, if you want to start any kind of new project, you can do it, because Venus is exalted here and Mercury is your Lagnesh, after all, looking at your 1st house. So that way it is definitely very positive. It's Rahu and Saturn which are there. So it might just give you some uneasiness regards to your relationship, regards to your job also. So you need to take care. You might just be purchasing a property, or if you're thinking about, growth. So it might just be growth, means overall growth, maybe purchase of land, purchase of vehicle. So you can do that. Investment wise, you have to be a little cautious because Mars is there in your 11th house. So you need to take really, the experts, expertise seriously. Moon moves lastly into your 8th house, and there is a new moon also happening in the Bharani nakshatra. It's going to be taking place in your 8th house. So it's good for research-oriented mindset. If you want to change yourself, change your perspective, transformative energy after hurdles and obstacles, you need to be patient. You have to have patience if you really want things to move in the direction that you want them to. Also, if you are in a foreign land, it might just be a blocked kind of an energy. You're feeling very uneasy because Ketu and Mars are, on the either side of Leo sign, which is your 12th house. So if you are in the foreign land, it might just be a little difficult for you. You're just you're entrapped, and as it is, Rahu Ketu axis is going to be predominant as well. So take care of your health. Do not go in for any kind of expenditures that you did not call for. Unnecessary expenditures can happen, but very good for the occultists, for the astrologers, or for the ones who are in the research oriented jobs. So this is going to be a very positive time period and a very positive week. By the end of the week, you will feel little better. Okay, coming to the next one, that is Libra. So for Libra natives, Moon is going to be in your 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th houses. And Venus is going to be conjunct Saturn, your Yogkara Graha, your Lagnesh is going to be conjunct. They are at war. They're supposed to be at war. But generally, Venus and Saturn, they don't pick up on each other. So it's just that you have to be a little careful about your health. And, when you're doing things the way they want to, then things are going to be better. Rahu and Venus are going to be quite closely conjunct. So 6th house is pretty much heavily charged up. So you need to focus more on your health, on your diet, on your fitness. And Rahu has been making you very lazy. Now you will be feeling a little better with Venus also getting gotten direct, in fact. So when Moon is in your 4th house from 21st to 22nd, this is the homey you. You want to be home. You want to do things at home. You want to be in that private zone. And this is also the time when you might just be wanting to redo your place, you want to refurbish, or you want to just purchase some new sofa or some new furniture and maybe a carpet. So this is the time when you will be doing so. Also good time for purchase of property because Mars is also right opposite this, and this is an Bhanga also in the Kendra. Sun is exalted here, but in the 7th house. And this gives you, lack of confidence also. But the authorities will be very happy, what you're doing at the workplace. Then Moon moves into your Kumbha, that is Aquarius sign, on the 23rd, 24th, and it's going to be aspected by Mars here. So you need to take care of your children's health. If you want to pursue any hobby, you can do it. You can be very creative. You can be very romantic. Do not just break away with your partner, just don't pick up on the partner. You can be very impulsive on this day and you just break away from the partner unnecessarily. No, I don't want to be in this relationship. In impulse, you decided and then you regret. So be prepared for this, that you can be in that remorseful mood on this day. But this is good for physical relationship. Mars is also looking here, so you can be very sexually agile on this day. Ex-partner can also come back to you and you can just be together physically. Also, Moon is going to be in your 6th house. 6th house transit of Rahu, Venus, Saturn, Mercury, is also considered to be good here. So it's giving that strength, and Moon being there also is going to be making you very emotional about your own people, about your family, about your relationship, about your co-workers. You're going to be working as a team. Now is the time you'll be organizing everything. How I can just, what is the next step, next level where I have to reach to. So you're just planning everything on this day, on the 25th, 26th, when Venus is exalted here and Mercury is debilitated. Though 6th house, it's an Bhanga again. So it's definitely very positive for the ones who want to shift out, travel overseas, or they want to learn more. Maybe, you're going to be acquiring more knowledge during this time. So that way it is definitely a very positive time period. Sorry, I was yawning. Sorry, one sec. So when you're traveling, you'll be feeling very comfortable. You will learn more about, about yourself. When you're traveling, you learn more. And also, lastly, Moon will be in your 7th house, and there's a new moon happening in the Bharani nakshatra, which is your Venus's nakshatra also. So this is a very transformative energy, maybe in your relationship, chemistry, bonding. You might just be signing some agreements, documents, business proposal is coming your way, and you're going to be deciding, yes, I want this. But it is also a limbo kind of a situation when there is a sun in debilitation. Not sign, but in the debilitation place. In the 7th house, sun debilitates. It's the evening time. So sun is weak here, but it is exalted. So that is like, giving that kind of strength also to you, maybe through your bosses, seniors. You'll be connecting with them and you'll be discussing openly what you really want. So if you want to make any decisions, make now with Sun in your 7th house, then Sun will be for the next 1 month after the 15th of May in your 8th house. So you need to take a call now. Decide where you want to go, which direction, what do you have to do, how you want to go in with your business, or what is the proposal that you're getting. Is it really going to be fructifying, or is it going to be fruitful or not? So all that you have to plan right now. With the new beginnings, as we say, with the new moon energy. So this is going to be also a very transformative, and it brings about some major changes in your life also. So a very important energy and an important new moon, which is happening in your 7th house. And of course, see, always remember, any kind of new moon which happens in a particular zone, it happens only once in a year because Sun is there. That is why the new moon is happening in your Aries sign now. Once Sun is in the Taurus sign, the new moon will happen in your Taurus sign. So then it comes to the same spot only after 1 year. So this is a very important new moon. There are 12 new moons and there are sometimes 13 also. So it depends. So when it is your new moon in the 7th house, it's a very powerful energy. How other people look at you, how you perceive other people. This is a very important energy, to understand also. How you treat others, how others treat you. What is your image? So you need to really mend your ways or you need to create that kind of image in front of others, and you need to make decisions. You really need to make decisions during this time. Learn more, connect with the VIPs, government officials during this time, and they will help you. Your partner will help you. The partner can be very authoritative and emotional both at the same time. So take the help of other people, they'll guide you through. Okay. And then there is a Kaal Sarpa or the Rahu Ketu axis, which is going to trigger this week. So I will be doing a separate video for that. It requires attention. But yes, Venus is going to be conjunct Saturn, Mercury, Rahu, not Mercury, but hem between Neptune and Saturn also. So this is definitely going to be a very transformative energy. So you will be making some important decisions this week. Okay. Coming to the next one, that is Scorpio. For Scorpio natives, this week moon is going to be transiting your 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th houses. When it is the 3rd house transit of moon is a traveler. Moon becomes a traveler. So maybe you have to plan your journeys, or maybe you're all the time thinking about communication. You're thinking about meetings, or maybe you're a speaker, motivational speaker. So you're preparing for those speeches. You're a teacher, a writer, publisher, etc. So you will be doing all of that, either or, when moon is in the 3rd house on the 21st, 22nd. And you're going to be really, making some important decisions also in regards to the change of job, or joining a new job assignment, or a change of department, etc. So you're thinking about it and rethinking about it, in fact, if you want to make decisions regards to that. Also, this is a good time period for developing that self-confidence. You want to make some decisions, courageous, bold decisions, so you're very inquisitive to learn more. 3rd house is about learning also. You want to expand, you want to learn more, and also this is the time when you might just be chopping vegetables or making something, in the kitchen. You want to just you do something and you just keep doing it, continuously. So that is what is moon for 2 days. I want to bake the cake. So that kind of an energy happens when moon is in the 3rd house. Then moon moves into your 4th and connecting with your children, with your siblings, with your friends also is a good idea. 23rd, 24th is the time when moon is going to be in your 4th house. Now, 4th house zone is about the home, family. It said that when moon is in the 4th house, there's lack of peace or no peace. You're doing something or the other. Maybe you're working from home. So as compared to the workplace, you're doing more job as compared to the workplace also. So when you took a leave and you thought that I will be just relaxing, but something comes up and you just are, going to be on your toes again. So this is going to be a little difficult time period. And maybe, there's some money which is wasted, something broke in the house and you have to get it repaired, or maybe you want to just your family says, no, we want to go out and watch movie with you, or we want to kids, they just want to spend more time with you, they want you to do a project maybe, so you're not relaxing. So that kind of an energy happens. Maybe you're going to be going in to purchase a land, or you want to see a property, and you're just from morning till evening, you want to relocate, you want to see houses, rent a place, so you are just busy on this day. Even if you're at home, but you're not relaxing, that kind of an energy, also mental agony, that you go through when but you learn, you always learn from your experience, and eat right, because you can have some digestive issues when moon is in the fourth house also. Then moon moves into your fifth house. This is a time for mantra siddhi, for learning more, what exactly, or maybe children are not well, so you're taking them to the doctor, something like that happens. Worries will grow, misery and suffering will mount up, mind will suffer due to worries during this time. It's said so in the fifth house, because fifth house is the house of intellect, and sun is the ruler of the fifth house in the natural zodiac. So when moon moves into it's sort of a combust moon here, so you feel that there is a loss of status, I'm not getting good kind of opportunities, you feel very low and out, because it's the 8th from the 10th, loss of fame. So when you're traveling, there are some obstructions, hurdles, you feel that your stomach is not right, there is something or the other which is just pulling you down, so you feel a little bogged down on the 23rd, 25th, 26th. But at the same time, just take the help of your partner, your maybe your kids, your children, your maybe your relationship, your partner, so you can take the help of someone close to you. Maybe some ex-partner comes back, and then you're feeling very uneasy because of that also that day. So it could be any XYZ reason, but it's good if you just pursue some hobby on this day, unwind, rather than just getting sucked up by these energies. Okay. Then moon moves into your sixth house. And now sixth house, we have Bharani new moon also, which is happening on the 27th, and sun is already there. Sun does well here in the sixth house. Now here, when moon is combust, it's actually, about your knowledge and intellect, and your religion and your spirituality, spiritual pursuits, which is getting the lot of that is getting combust. So you might just be thinking out of the box. Your ideas are completely different from what you always thought of. You are not going to be adapting to the old, or adopting the old ways of working, and now you're going to be switching from those to another way of thinking. So this is a good time period, because as it is, new moon energies are new beginnings. So out of the blue, you will get some ideas and you will be really happy. Workout, this is the time you should be focusing more on your fitness regime, on your diet regime. Maybe you have the authorities to connect with, you want to plan your meetings, you're very productive also during this time period. When you are not, that is the fifth house. When you are, it is your sixth house, that you're very productive. You might just be connecting with your co-workers and discussing some new projects, etc. Also, this is a good time period for taking good care of your health and your pets also. If you have pets, so you will be focusing more on the on your pets also, spending time with them. Okay, so this is what, and Rahu Ketu axis is going to be predominant. I will be doing that in a separate video. And of course, Rahu, Saturn, Mercury, Venus are in your fifth house. So you need to take care of your kids. You have to take care of but very good for the student natives. Okay, very good. And any kind of litigation you're entrapped in, this is the time when you will get the verdict, because sun is there in the sixth house. Okay, legal battles, you win. And even if you're having any health issues, you will be definitely coming out of those as well. You will get that cure. Coming to the next one, that is Sagittarius. For Sagittarius natives, this week moon is going to be transiting your second, third, fourth, and fifth houses. Second house is food, family, finance. Now, this is the time when you feel a little insecure, oh, I should have saved this money. Some expenditure, uncalled for expenditure comes in, or you spend and then you regret, why did I spend? And why did I spend? Why did I waste money? This is also the time when you will not get timely meals, not good food, maybe. It can give you some kind of dental issues, or maybe you're discussing your finances. This is the time when you're going to be having some kind of fear, that, oh, how I will, be able to cope up the upcoming month. Because of lack of finances or expenditures, which you did not call for. Unwanted expenditures happen when moon is in the second house. This is also the house where, you can develop enmity with your own people. Suddenly you will realize that, oh, I shouldn't have. It's actually, Mars is right opposite also. So you need to take care of your speech and your digestive system. You need to eat right. And moon moves into your third house. Third house brings in mental peace, happiness, comfort, satisfaction from all sides. This is also good for childbirth, good for purchasing clothes, jewelry, and also, you might just be having your confidence level, which boosts to another level, and you feel very confident in making and bold in making decisions. Your siblings will be progressive, and you're going to be connecting with them. All endeavors will be successful. Money will come from many sources. You will have new friends, maybe, and you will be very confident in and bold in making decisions during this time. This is good for the ones who are waiting for some kind of PR visa, etc., some news related to that. So you will definitely be gaining that. It's good for that. Okay. Then moon moves into your fourth house, and that's happening on the 25th, 26th. So definitely very positive for you guys. If at all you have anything to do at home, you want to study, you want to start a new education plan, you want to focus on renovating your place, but it gives some kind of uneasiness also, because, in the fourth house, in the previous reading, I said that it brings about mental agony also. Moon here makes you very emotional. You expect a lot from others, or maybe, you took a leave, you want to just relax, but something else happens and the plan goes haywire. Never planned that. But it is definitely very positive for the ones who are waiting for some news, regards to their land, regards to their litigation. Also take care of your digestion. You can have some digestive troubles here. Eat right, drink, don't dehydrate, stay hydrated. Also, then moon moves into your fifth house, and there's a new moon also happening on the 27th in the Aries sign. Sun is already there, so this is the time when moon is going to be in Kandanta also, and then moves into Ashwini nakshatra. Then there's a Bharani new moon. So you need to be a little careful about your children's health. Children may require attention. You might just be sitting for an exam or something, and you're going to be feeling little uneasy because of that. But don't worry, sun is there already in the fifth house. So you're going to be flourishing. You're going to be gaining that kind of success that you're waiting for. So good for the ones who are looking for an interview, for an exam. But at the same time, you need to be well prepared for it also. Something very different, or maybe something very out of the box you need to respond to in the interview. They might just ask something which is really very different than you thought of. So for that, you have to be prepared for, because Ketu is there so get into the details. Ketu is details. Get into the nitty-gritties. It's in the Virgo sign, and then be prepared for it. Okay. And of course, there's a Rahu Ketu axis also predominant the upcoming week, and we have Venus getting combust. Jupiter is well positioned, for you. So it's definitely giving you that relief in your health, in your litigation, etc. But overall, I feel that this moon's transit is going to be giving you some positive news and good news also this week. You're going to be very creative. You're going to be meeting the authorities. You're going to be deciding about, maybe you're going to be learning a mantra, some mantra siddhis also on cards. So definitely a very positive time period that you are heading to this week. Okay. Coming to the next one, that is Capricorn. All right. So for Capricorn natives, moon is going to be in your first, second, third, and fourth houses. So this week, when moon is in the first house on the 21st, 22nd, this is the start of the cycle. new cycle is beginning. Now, when the cycle begins, it's a very beautiful time period for you to think of growth. New things you should be taking initiatives with. You should be learning more. Maybe there's a presentation, there is a speech that you have to make, or there is some kind of project that you have to start. So Moon in the first house will definitely be very positive time period for that. And you are going to be very good for, you're going to be doing well in your profession also. And maybe you're traveling, you're going to be gaining success in your endeavors, you're going to be purchasing property, you're going to be signing on the agreements. It's good for progeny also, good for marriage. If you're single, you can get committed during this time. So this definitely is a very good start that you're heading to. And you do feel very composed because it's in the Capricorn sign ruled by Saturn. So you're composed, you're serious about the approach that you're adopting, how you have to proceed further. So you're going to be planning everything in a very positive manner during this time. Can be very emotional, you can have mood swings, but at the same time, this sign will bring that composure in you. Then Moon moves into your second house on the 23rd, 24th. Now, this can be bringing about some unwanted expenditures, uncalled for expenditures, and this might just be on the books, maybe, or on the friends that you have spent, you regret. So whatever is gone. Don't spend any further. Save your money. You're just planning your budget. You're a little concerned about your family members, or you're concerned about your health or their health. Eat right. It can give you some digestive trouble also. Then Moon moves into your third house on the 25th to 26th. That is in the Pisces sign where Venus, Rahu, Saturn, Mercury are. So this is a good time period for investments, for writing, for learning, for communication. This is also good for travels. Maybe you're going to be going in for some presentation. You're going to be successful, some interview, some job. Not good for mother's health though, because it's in the 12th house from your 4th house. So you need to take care of your mom's health. But it is definitely very positive if you want to learn more, if you want to write, if you want to learn, if you want to speak, if you want to just make the best use of your skills during this time. Good for PR, visa, etc. if you want to apply. So this is a good week for that also, especially 25th to 26th. 27th, we have a new moon in your 4th house and sun is already there. And sun is Ucha, sun is exalted. Sun being the 8th lord is exalted here. So when sun is exalted in the 4th house, it is about, your home, family, environment. You want to dominate your family members. So this is not that a pleasant placement for sun, and it also depletes your property, or in the natal chart, it is not considered to be that good a placement, because it said that you destroy your own father's assets, when sun is here. Moon, being the ruler of your 7th house, is also going to be getting combust. So this might just be the time when you are very concerned or very emotional about your assets, about your your property or your family relations. You're going to be feeling quite emotionally charged up. You are homey, you want to be at home, you want to relax, but at the same time, you're feeling quite mentally derailed during this time. Sorry to say that, but it is the time when you will be transforming yourself, because it is in the Bharani nakshatra that we have a new moon, which means that there are new beginnings which are coming through. You're going to be getting those breakthroughs now. If you don't change yourself, then this is not a good new moon for you, not in your favor. And your relationship quotient is going to get better. For your partner, this is a very good time period. It is definitely very good for a relationship if you want to start a new relationship or get married, etc. So this is a good time period. Take good care of your mom's health also during this time. And we do have a Rahu Ketu axis, which is going to get predominant, in the Pisces and Virgo axis, and then Taurus, then in Aquarius and Leo axis. So you need to take care of your health, your parents' health, any which ways. And if you feel that you're going to be starting something new, so this is not the right time to do so. Okay, avoid. But for sure, you're feeling better and better with each passing day with Saturn's ingress in your 3rd house. You will gain that. Now you want to communicate with people. You want to be, you have that confidence now. You were in that shell, you were entrapped in that cozy and very, in a very closed environment, a cocoon of yours. You had actually made bigger walls around you, huge walls around you. Now you're breaking them one by one, and you're breaking through, and you want to just be in the world and in the limelight, and you want to communicate with everyone. So it's going to take time, no? When you are from past, say, 6-7 years, you have been struggling and suffering. Now you're going to be gaining that momentum, strength also. Okay, don't worry. Things are going to get better for you. Coming to the next one, that is Aquarius. So for Aquarius natives, this week Moon is going to be transiting your 12th, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd houses. When Moon is in the 12th house, it's the end of the cycle. That's happening on the 21st, 22nd. When Moon is in the 12th house, you actually, want to unwind. You want to be with yourself. You want to do things which give you happiness. You want to understand the you better, the me time, as we say. So when from away from the chaos, you don't want to do things with others. You want to be, so rejuvenation time, reinvigoration time. So you're in that isolation, but you have to take care of your health. You have to eat right. You don't get good food when Moon is in the 12th house. Maybe you are just sleeping the whole day long. You don't want to eat. That could also be one of the reasons. But at the same time, you're working and slogging it out also. Maybe you're just preparing for a presentation, so you're thinking about it. So you're in the isolation. It could be because of XYZ reason that you're in the isolation. Depends on your personal chart. What do you do? What is your status like? So depends. Maybe you're in isolation with your partner. You never know. You want to spend alone time with your partner. You want to be cut off from the world. So maybe with your family, yet you're not there. You're just busy doing things, or have a project to do. Okay, you be there. I'll just join in, but you're not able to. That kind of a time period. But you're contemplating because it's the end of the cycle. So you're just thinking what you're self-introspective during this time. Don't be depressive. There's a very thin line between depression and contemplation. Remember. So you're going, and don't brood, don't self-pity. When Moon is in the 12th house. So it's the best that you use this time period to innovate. You should actually spend more time to learn something new, because then Moon starts the new cycle. For the next 27 days, it's going to be in different houses. So this is going to be on the 23rd, 24th, when Moon is in the 1st house. Now it's a fresh start. You're going to be doing things in a very different manner. You're going to be thinking about growth. You're thinking about yourself. You're thinking about how you can improvise. Maybe you have to go in for a surgical process, and you're just preparing yourself. It's about your luster, about your hairdo, or about your looks that you're working on. You're purchasing some clothes or jewelry, ornaments, etc. during this time, but good fortune will smile on you. And when the cycle begins, always think like that. If you want to purchase a property, you're thinking about growth, you're thinking about changing your vehicle. So all that can be the thought process. And also good food, perfumes, luxurious items, etc. you buy when Moon is in the 1st house. But there are mood swings also. Remember, Moon is in the 1st house, and you're very emotional also. Maybe you just gift something very expensive to your partner. Moon is going to be in your 2nd house on the 25th, 26th. Now, 2nd house is the house of food, family, finance. Maybe, you're thinking too much about your finance, how it is going to be, in the future. You're just thinking a lot about your expenditures, or maybe you have spent already and you feel that, oh my God, why I did not, why I didn't save this money. I shouldn't have, so that kind of a feeling, or some regrets and remorse also happens. So eat right and save your money. And also maybe, with Rahu energy there, Saturn energy there, you might just deplete your savings during this time. So you need to sit tight on your funds. Expensive items you should avoid buying and purchasing also. Dental issues can be there, eyesight issues can be there. So you need to work on that as well. Just go and visit the doctor and don't be in the self-medication zone. Then Moon moves into your 3rd house, and there is a new moon happening in your 3rd house. Just give me a minute. Okay, so excuse me. So moon is going to be in your third house. Third house transit of sun and moon is good. It is about new beginnings, how you handle things, in and around you. This is good for purchasing of property, selling of property. In fact, you're going to be very confident. You're going to be writing, studying, reading, enhancing your knowledge. Meetings are there. You're going to be lining all of the travels. You're planning your travels and journeys. You're making some bold decisions also, connecting with your bosses, seniors, your co-workers, discussing new projects. Also, this is good for connecting with your siblings, your friends, your peers, your neighbors. You want to reconcile with them. So this is a good time period for that. Also, maybe, this is going to be giving you some breakthroughs, maybe PR, visa, etc. Some documentation you're going to be putting into and putting it through, and you're going to be getting it done also. And authorities are definitely going to be by your side during this time. Your partner is going to be by your side and supportive of you. If at all you're solo, so it could be other people. Also, maybe your father is going to be supportive of you. Then we do have Mars in your sixth house, not good for litigation, etc. So do not get involved in any kind of litigation. And also take good care of your dad's health. Okay, just take good care of your dad's health, because your ninth lord is with Rahu, and it's going to be closely conjunct with Saturn and then Rahu. So Lagnesh, and your health also. Your health also you have to be cautious about. Okay, if you want to make any investments, etc. So take the help and advice of the experts before jumping into it. Maybe an astrologer can guide you through whether there is a chunk of money coming in or not. That is how we get the indications. If it is, then you can go ahead with the investments also. Okay, if you have to have the yoga. See, don't depend on ChatGPT and all. I've seen they just go haywire. So they've taken it as a challenge, maybe. So do not get involved in those. Somebody picked up the chart and it just went completely haywire. Somebody who is a Leo ascendant in real life, that is showing Libra ascendant. Can you believe that? I was really shocked with readings. So do not get into that zone. You might just put up a wrong kundli, and then the readings may go wrong. The Vimshottari Dasha may go wrong. So do not. Okay. So take good care of your health also. Okay. Coming to the next one, which is the last one, Pisces. Sonam is asking, feeling exhausted, depressed when, okay. Don't worry, things are going to get better. It's never any phase that you pick up, it's not going to be a lasting phase. Remember, it has to end. Every phase has to end. It is in the cycle, the cyclic motion, sometimes down, sometimes up, sometimes down, sometimes up. So don't worry. Every phase has its own time and pace. So don't worry. If the cycle is fast or slow, depends on your personal chart. But everybody goes through it. Remember that. Now, for Pisces natives this week, moon is going to be in your 11th, 12th, 1st, and 2nd houses. 11th house transit is definitely very positive for gains, for signing of agreements, documents, meeting the authorities, VIPs, influencers, influential people. So this is a good time period for you. If you want to go in for any investments, you can do it now, because your Lagnesh is in your third house, and there's an exchange between Venus and Jupiter also. So definitely a very positive time period to make money out of money, and other people's money you can make the best use of also. It's just that the Rahu energy, makes you, it gives you too much of, you want, suppose you have, your desires are growing exponentially, with Rahu energy. You're not satiated. You're not satisfied. That is what Rahu in the Lagna does. You're all the time, thinking of, how I can improvise, how I can, oh, I want this also. I want that also. So the material wants don't fade away with Rahu in the Lagna. That is the problem. So even if, you have a smallest of the things, say thank you. I can tell you that grows exponentially. Believe you in me, Sonam Khanna. If you start thanking for what you have, you will see that the cosmos will hear that and will give you back n number of times what you really actually, once giving thanks to them. So do not change your vocabulary. I always tell my clients, change your vocabulary. I have a problem. I have a pain. Oh, that was a bad day today. Oh, I could not even, finish my task. So what is happening? Our vocabulary is going down the drain. So we need to change our vocabulary. It's just all no philosophy, only astrology. Remember, it's only astrology. You are the last sign of the natural zodiac. That is why you feel that when will this end? When this will end? You feel exhausted, depressed for that reason all the time. There is no reason as such. If you get into the depth of it, there's no reason. Believe you in me. Start thanking and change your vocabulary. Today's day was, less fruitful. You can change it, no? Rather than saying that it was really bad, it was less fruitful. At least you said that word fruitful. That person, was a little less helpful today. Oh, instead of saying that, oh, that person was really bad, he just ruined my day. Say he was less supportive or less helpful today. Okay. So once you change your vocabulary, the cosmos will abundantly give you. Okay. So I think you can be in that better zone yourself. Okay. You don't need an astrologer for that. Then moon moves into your 12th house on the 23rd, 24th, and that's the end of the cycle. Now you're thinking and contemplating. Now is the time when you're thanking the divine, basically. You're thinking about growth, you're thinking about improvement, you're thinking about rejuvenating, starting afresh. So now you are having that feeling in your mind that, yes, I can, Vanita told this. Yeah, now is the time. Maybe this will not register now. Maybe after 2 days, you will start thinking about it. Oh, yes, let me hear that again. The reading that Vanita gave, let me hear it again. And then you start contemplating, oh, how was my month? How was the last 20 days cycle, 27 days cycle when moon was in other signs? What mistakes I committed? Can I undo them? Can I rectify them? Can I do better? Can I just improve on myself? Yes, you can, definitely. That is why the cycle, when it starts from the first house on the 25th, 26th, you are a rejuvenated and a very fresh soul altogether, as you're a fresh person, a new person, new you. Because you have studied yourself, your mistakes, you've contemplated enough, and now you are going to be coming out. Just take care of your health, eat right when moon is in the 12th house. Maybe somebody's in the hospital you're catering to, or you're just being too charitable, you're helping others. So that is also the isolation zone that you're in, the 12th house. Not just about being in the isolation and being in depression. It could be that you're just in the isolation to grow and work on yourself, to be a better person, to be a better human being. Why not? Isn't it? Or maybe you have a lot of work to do and you're just too busy. You are not with your family, you're not with the people that you are surrounded with. So you're in that isolation zone. Maybe there's a project that you're working on also. Okay. Or connecting with the foreigner, you're traveling. All that can happen when moon is in the 12th house, and moon moves into the first house. Now is the start of it's a new beginning for you. Now you're going to be thinking of yourself. It's actually giving you results in all respects, good results in all respects. Good for progeny, good for learning, good for conveyance, good for high status, good for your own self, body improvement. You are learning something like some mantra siddhi or ancient scriptures you're reading, or you're buying a perfume for yourself. Gift yourself something. Stand in front of the mirror and appreciate yourself. Why not? Oh, I look so good. Say that. Acknowledge the gift of God. Always. I always do it. I'm telling you, every minute. I also go through so much. I cannot tell you how much I have suffered in my life, from where to where we went, from riches to rags, literally. My father was a business tycoon, and we just went down. So we have seen that status and this state also. So anyhow, that's my story some other time. But yes, I'm just trying to tell you that any situation you are in, it is not going to last. be it good, be it bad, be it ugly, be it worse, be it anything, any situation. Okay. So just try to, absorb the good energies of the planets. Planets are also our ancestors only, no? So learn from them. They want us to do some things. Then moon is going to be in your second house, lastly on the 27th, and there's a new moon also happening in your second house. So work on your finances, save money, work on your finances, work on your relationship, because Ketu is in your 7th house as it is, and the new moon is in the 8th house from there. So you have to take care of your partner's health. You have to take care of your business. You have to take care of your finances, connect with your family, eat right. Digestive troubles can happen, eyesight issues, dental issues. You have to take care because second house new moon is happening. So now it's the time to recover, basically. Now it is going to be a waxing moon because it is going to be towards the full moon time. So that is why it is the, full moon is a culmination time and new moon is a beginning time. So you're going to be starting something. You're thinking about your prosperity. You're thinking about growth. You're thinking about your finances, your family, your food. Oh, I have to eat this. I have to take care of my diet. I have to take care of my body. So all that, your physical health, you're working on. Your mental and physical health is the most important. Remember, when you pray to the Lord that give me good health. Always pray for that. And you see that if your health is good, that means all the other areas are perfect. Okay. Anyhow, it is definitely going to be a long video then if I keep talking. But you do have a good week ahead, everyone. Think like that. And every day is a blessing. Every day when you breathe, you say that, yes, thank you, God. I'm breathing. I'm up and awake and about. Don't say, oh, why again the same day? Why the day has started this way again? Oh my God, new day. Oh, I have to get dressed and go to the workplace again. So don't say that. No, you should actually, say that it's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful start always. You have to live those many breaths that have been assigned, isn't it? So be it happily or be it with sorrow. It's up to you. Thank you so much for watching. One sec. Do you personally answer email inquiries? Thank you for your response. No, I don't. Email inquiries are answered only by my team members. But yes, astrological advice or anything related to astrology is only me and only me. I don't have anyone else who's catering to my to the astrological queries. I don't believe in that I teach today and I tell them to take the classes tomorrow or take the readings tomorrow. No, I don't do that. I can easily do it and make loads and loads and mint money. I don't do that. So if you have any queries or anything about, readings and all, you can drop an email and my team will respond because they only fix up the meetings and 30 to 35 days turnaround time. I don't do readings every day and every hour. No, I have Muhurta readings. I do by that only. So if you want to book a reading, so you can book a reading and that will be as per Muhurta slot. Okay. Thank you and supporting me always. Thank you so much. God bless. Om Tat Sat.